Hi, welcome back to Corporate Classy, but please come correct podcast. I am your host, Alberta Thomas, and it is a Saturday. Let me run this by y'all real quick. So it's Saturday. I had plans to not do anything. I lounge around. I watched some of my favorite movies today. And I was talking to my friend, and she was like, "You need to get up and drop an episode of your podcast." So I'm like, you know what? You just can't wait to Wednesday for the normal drop. So I'm in my office recording some things because I did have a few things on my mind that I was thinking about today. Cause when you at home and you got time to sit and think, right? You have time. And when you got time to think, your mind just be all over the place. So I say, you know what? I'm going to drop a Sunday Soul session today. And you guys know in these episodes, I talk about all the things. I talk about what's happening in the world. I'll talk about relationships, friendships. I'll talk about whatever it is that's on my mind in the moment. And so those are the things that I talk about really with no structure to it, but something that I've really been thinking about are just a few things. I've been thinking about therapy, words that people like to use. I've been thinking about real healing. I've been thinking about how long is too long to move on? Is there a real time frame of when it is that you need to move on? And if you are moving on, are you still healing or are you 100% healed? I don't even know if it's a such thing as being 100% real. Of course, I'm not a doctor. I just go based upon experiences, life, what I see, what I know, and what I experience from experiences. So I've just been thinking, right? Because you guys know I've only been engaged for I was engaged for like a second. The minute you could blink your eyes and it was done. So it's funny when I think about it, but I think about therapy. I think about healing. I think about all the good things. I think about the bad things. I think about the in between things. I think about all the things. And so I'm in this spirit right now of I feel good moving on, right? And listen, I'm also the type of person where I don't keep ties. I don't want to be friends with the exes. That's not me. That's not how I roll. And for me, in my mind is because if I give a relationship all the things, like if I know I tried, I know I poured, I know I did so many things to make my relationships work, I'm not giving you access to me. I know I am valuable. I know I am covered in God's favor and you get zero access. And so for me, that's how I operate and I move forward and that's my choice. But I also know people who are still friends with their ex and still talk or whatever the case may be. That's not my thing. And maybe it could be, it just depends on maybe the situation. I don't know, but it's just not a thing for me. So let's talk about therapy words versus real healing. So I know if you look at social media, it is terrible. When I say terrible, let me say this before I talk. I adore men. Men are needed. I love men. I love Black men. They are needed in life. Men in general are needed. On the flip side, my ladies, y'all need us. Y'all need us ladies in your life. And so what's crazy is because you see a lot of toxic is a big word. Narcissist, emotionally unavailable. My new word that I use now, emotional intelligence, is sometimes people lack. And feeling comfortable doesn't automatically means that we have to avoid real conversations. And so those are just some of the things that I think about. Because if I'm scrolling on TikTok or if I'm on Instagram, I'm looking at how women feel about men, how men feel about women right now. And it's like, if we could just put all that energy into pouring into each other and giving real commitment and holding people accountable, I think we'll be in a better place. And so I just think about all of those things. I think about what I said earlier, right? When do you move on? If you've been in a relationship for a while, when do you move on? What does that look like? Is there a time on that? Or is the time within you when you feel you're ready? And so that could be the case too. When you feel you're ready to move on, you're going to move on. And so for me, I'm going to move on whenever I get ready. If it's tomorrow, if it's next week, if it's right now, it is. And so I digress. I've just been in a really good space. I got some really good energy around me, some sweet energy, some loving energy from friends and family. Let me tell you, I'm about to go off topic. I've been watching How Stella Got Her Groove Back. That is one of my favorite movies. So if you know me, I have three. It's Stella Got Her Groove Back. It's Love Jones and it's Love and Basketball. I am a Cancer. I'm emotional. I love love. I think love is a beautiful thing. I want to experience all the love there is to experience. I want to give all the love I can possibly give. And so I've been watching Stella today. So, when have y'all ever watched movies and it's like, okay, in my Stella moment right now. Where's my Winston? Where he at? Where he at? He's out there. He's out there somewhere waiting on me to get my stuff together. But anyways, and so I love love. And so when I do see in social media where again, we're not holding people accountable anymore and we're not taking commitment serious and we just doing whatever we want to do. But so don't get me wrong. I like the fact that you want to do what you want to do, but it has to be some type of standard or something because not everything is meant to be do whatever it is that you want to do. So I don't know. It's just you have that. So you got social media, you got the men versus the women, and again, especially my Black community of people. I have to say that because I have to speak to what I see on my feed, right? And the fact that we kind of tear each other down it just blows me. It blows me. It upsets me. Even though I know from both sides, it's hard. Things are hard. Times are hard. And so not only that, one of the things that I would tell you that I've been fortunate to have and work towards, and that's protecting my peace. And when I tell you, you will probably say, I got a cut off culture. I will cut you off to protect my peace and my sanity. Like I have to. I will block you. I will end the friendship. I don't care if it's 12 years, 5 years, 1 year. I will let you go. My peace and my happiness is important. Just as is important to me of the people around me that you're happy, that you're at peace. Now granted, it's life. Things happen, right? And so y'all see how dark it got in here? I was using natural light. The sun already went completely down. So let me see if I can get through this before we be sitting in the dark because I'm not getting up to go and get the ring light and do all of that. You guys are getting this rawness in my office. I popped some lip gloss on. I did my eyebrows. Got a little makeup right here. So listen, this is what you're going to get. And so protecting the peace, it means a lot. I was just talking about this earlier that I've never been in my life this comfortable being by myself, being happy, just being with self and with me. And I talk about it all the time because I live it. I breathe it. But like when I'm in that house and I can just smile because I feel good, I feel like my heart is okay. I feel like mentally I am okay outside of the hard days and we know how that go with work. And sometimes life be lifing. So outside of that, being able to protect your peace, being able to go take yourself to dinner, go get your nails done, go take a walk in a park, whatever it is that you like to do by yourself is something that I adore. And it's crazy because I take it with me in my relationships, right? Hey, me time is a standard. It's my priority to take care of me. I like my space. I like my days to myself sometimes. I like that. And I need someone to come into my life and understand that that's a part of me is the space and the time. And so I would say, as you're kind of navigating life and navigating relationships, understand it's important to set your standard and your boundaries. And so I don't know. I just had like 11 minutes to just get on here and ramble and talk about some things and just talk about what was on my mind today. And so on my mind today, guess what was on my mind? This relationship, protecting your peace, understanding that we need each other to thrive in this world. We need each other to love. We need each other to create beautiful babies. So I don't know. I think it's okay to also understand when you have to cut ties with people. It's healthy. As long as you do it in the most healthiest way possible, you will be okay. Forgive people, move on, and don't avoid great things that's coming to you or reject good things that coming to you that God has placed in front of you and open it and welcome it with open arms. So before we be in the dark, that's my little TED talk for 12 minutes. Thanks for listening. I have my actual drop this Wednesday at midnight. So talk to y'all then. Peace.